So we are starting with a continuation of chapter 13, binomial theorem, class 11th. We have done in the previous video the expansion of n power, where first term nc0 and then it keeps on increasing 2, 3, 4, and the first factor x, the power will be in descending order and the second factor's power will be in ascending order. Now here first term means t1, second term t2, t3, t4, t5. Now see, the suffix of c is 1 less than the number of term. That means this is 0, which is 1 less than 1. The suffix of c1, nc1 for second term. So 1 is 1 less than 2. Here 2, 3. So for third term, the suffix is 1 less than whichever term we are writing. So if I need to write for nth term, this is 3. Nth term means tn. For t3, I have written nc2, 1 less. So for tn, I will write nc n minus 1. Now let's observe powers of first factor x. n minus 1, n minus 2, and it keeps on reducing. So for tn, it will be x to the power n minus 1. See this, n minus 0 is n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4. So here n minus 1. So this I will get 1 only. So x to the power 1 in the general term, nth term. Same way, observe the power of second factor by 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. n minus 1, n. So this number should match. Why? N minus 1. Now same way, if I want to write tn plus 1, n plus 1th term, same, n plus 1, c, 1 less. If this is 2, 1. So n plus 1 minus 1 will be n. Right? Just make a small change there. Expansion will remain this. So the maximum power will be n only, not n plus 1. This n is the maximum power of the expansion given. So this is ncn. Then power of x will be the difference, n minus 0, n minus 1. So here it will be n minus n. And y, same we are copying. So ncn x to the power 0 yn, or we can just write ncn yn, because anything to the power 0 is 1. So tn plus 1th term will be this. Now I have changed the symbols a little bit. Expansion is same, x plus y whole power n. I need to find r plus 1 term, like this. So like I said, the total number of terms, maximum power will be nc, and the suffix, lower suffix of c will be 1 less. So r plus 1 to r. Then for power of x, what we were doing? We were subtracting. So this will be n minus r and y r, the lower suffix as it is. Suppose if I want to write rth term, so still number of terms will remain same. For r, it will be r minus 1, and the difference of these two, n minus r plus 1, and y r minus 1. So this way we can find any term of the sequence of the binomial expansion, any term at random we can find. Let us try with some examples now. Okay, so this is the expansion and n is 11. We need to find the 10th term. So this is r. So n 11 c, here we used to write 1 less. If this is 10, I will write here 9. Now x power will be the difference 11 minus 9 and y power will be the lower suffix of c. So this is 11c9. We can solve it using the combination formula, square y 9. Now since this is negative binomial and y is having odd power, so this term has to be negative. Suppose if I need to find t7 in the same term, right? So what will I do? Total n c from 7 to 6, x the difference, y same suffix. So here 11c6 x 5 y6. Now y is having even power, so the term will be positive. So at random we can find any term of the given binomial expansion. Now here the question is, write the middle term. We need to write the middle term of the given expansion. Now in the first case, number of terms are 6 plus 1, 7. So if I have 7 terms, roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the middle term will be this. Fourth term will be the middle term. So using the same formula, I can find the fourth term. Let us find out. Maximum power 6, c 4 to 3. Then power of first factor will be the difference 6 minus 3, and power of second factor as it is. And since second factor is negative and power is also odd, this term has to be negative. Now after that we can simplify 6c3. This final answer will be minus 20x cube. Now let us try second part. Number of terms will be 10. Now when we have 10 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The middle terms are these two. 4 here, 4 here. So that means 5th and 6th terms are middle term. So we will find both of them, t5 and t6 separately. Same formula. Now here maximum is 9. So 9c4. Power of first factor will be the difference 9 minus 4, and second factor power will be same 4, and again even power, so positive term. Same formula we will apply here from 6 to 5. First factor 9 minus 5, second factor as it is odd negative. So I hope the two topics are clear, middle term and how to find the exact term, nth term. Next topic is find rth term from the end. Now here number of terms will be n plus 1. So if I need to find any term from the end, from beginning it will be the number of terms in the expansion minus r. R is the term from the end, 5th term, 6th term, plus 1. This position term we need to find from the beginning. Let's understand with the help of an example. 3 by x square minus x cube by 6 whole power 7. So here number of terms are 7. Number of terms are 8. 7 plus 1 minus, we need to find fourth term from the end. So 4 plus 1, that means 8 minus will be fifth term from the beginning. So generally I will find T5 using the previous formula. 7C4, first factor 7 minus 4, second factor this lower suffix of C, even, positive, and then we can solve all of them. So the formula is, if we need to find any term from the end, from the beginning we will find number of terms minus r plus 1. Please note down the formula. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 terms are there. Fourth term from the end will be same as fifth term from the beginning. Now next topic is coefficient of a particular power of x. For example, find the coefficient of x15. We need to find this term and then we need to write its coefficient with its sign in this expansion, x minus x square whole power 10. Now there is one long way. If we write, there are 11 terms in total. So one way is to write all 11 terms and then pick up all those terms of x15 and then add up or subtract all the coefficients and find out. Then another smart way we are going to work out right now. We will assume let x15 occurs in r plus 1th term. So if I write tr plus 1, I am assuming that in this particular term I will get x15. So let us first write the expansion. Here we have n as 10, c r plus 1 to r, then first factor 10 minus r, and second factor it will be r. Now right now I do not know r is odd or even. What will I do is, I will, in place of x square I will write minus x square. Okay, 10 cr x 10 minus r and minus x 2r. Now for the sum to be 15, I will write plus 2r equal to 15. Now I will find a specific value of r for which this addition will be 15. So this will be minus r plus 2r equals to 15 minus 10, r equals to 5. So if we put r equals to 5 here, I will get exact x15 directly without writing the whole expansion here. Let us try 10c5 x 10 minus 5 and minus x 5 into 2 10. Now this is, now we need to solve 10c5. So I have solved 10c5 somewhere separately, 3, 2, 7 and 6 multiples, x5 and x10. Why I have put negative here? Because actual term was this, r is 5 and anything raised to the power 5, odd number, the term has to be negative. So that is why this has to be negative. Now this will be minus 252 x15. See, I have got directly x15. So the coefficient of x15 is minus 252. Let's do one more question of this type. Next, same type of question. The expansion is given. We need to find coefficient of x to the power 7. So we will start on the same lines. Let x7 occur in r plus 1th term. So tr plus 1, total terms are 11 c from this to this. First factor x square and r 11 minus r. Second factor is r. Right, now since this is plus, so there is no case of minus, all terms will be positive. Now let us simplify. This is x, 2 will be multiplied with this, so 22 minus 2r, and x should be in the numerator, so I have got x 22 minus 2r minus r. So the sum here 22 minus 2r minus r should be 7. While solving for r, you will get r is 5. Substituting r5 in the actual term to avoid any sign mistake. So this I am substituting the value of r to be 5. 11c5 x square. 11 minus 5 is 6, and 1 upon x power is 5. 11c5 after solving you will get 462. Here x 12 and 1 upon x 5. So when you cancel it, you will be left with x 7 only. So the coefficient is 462 for x 7. I hope this concept is clear to you. Now whenever they say find a term independent of x, term independent of x, in this case what you have to do, the problem will be exactly same. You need to find a term having x to the power 0. So since we are equating it to 15, and in the second part we equated it to 7, in term independent of x means constant term, so x has to the power 0. We will put x or any variable given in the question, we need to equate here to be 0 and solve the usual way. Now with this you can start solving 13b, and you can finish at least first 10 questions.